Mike Radich here, and I'm now joined on the phone by Bellator Middleweight Champion Hector Lombard. Hector, how are you?
I'm good, bro. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Hector, you got a fight coming up at Bellator 58 against Trevor Prangley. How's training been going for the fight?
Yeah, training's going well. Changed the weather, I have a little bit of flu, but now I'm 100%. I'm back to training and stuff like that. So, all good.
Okay, so the fight with Trevor Prangley, what are your thoughts about him as an opponent?
Yeah, I have to say thanks to him to get the fight. I know that, a lot of people be backing up the fight against me. So I have to say thanks to him to get the fight and, my respect.
What's your mindset going into these non-title fights?
I mean, I'm a fighter, my point is just to fight. I don't really care, bell or no bell, doesn't bother me. Just as long as I'm fighting, I'm good.
What happened with Babalu? Because that was a long time that people were talking about that this fight would happen. What happened with him? How come Trevor Prangley's now your opponent?
Well, Babalu didn't want to take the fight, making excuses, so that's the way it goes. Asking for the legal money and stuff like that, So it's kind of like when I was a kid, when I was like 10 years old, I would say, yeah, I'll fight Mike Tyson. And they would say, yeah, you fight Mike Tyson? Yeah, I'll fight Mike Tyson. If you guys pay me $200 million, I'll fight Mike Tyson. That's never going to happen, right?
Right.
Same way with Babalu, he's asking for ridiculous money that, the company's not going to pay that, so.
Now the fight with Trevor Prangley, do you feel that you have really not a lot to gain in this fight because you're on this massive win streak, you're the champion, and Trevor, he's had some losses. Do you feel that there's not much for you to gain in this fight except, more experience, more exposure, stuff like that?
Yeah, I feel the benefit in this fight. I feel like, he's got nothing to lose and a lot to win. And in my perspective, I got a lot to lose and nothing to win. If I'm beating, it's supposed to happen. If I lose, it's not going to make a big deal out of it. You know what I mean? So it's a tough situation for me, but as I said before, I'm a fighter. Just fight, whatever.
People have been
making excuses and say, yeah, this guy's nobody, fight me a better opponent and stuff like that. And then I won't get the fight.
People have been critical of you of late because of a couple of your fights have went past the first round because people got used to seeing you knock out people real quick. The Whisper Goodman fight, the Jay Silva fight. Why do you think that people are kind of, wishy-washy in this, that you're still winning, but it hasn't been fast? I mean, why do you see people kind of, not giving you credit? I mean, you're winning, but it wasn't the fast fights.
Yeah. People always criticize me. That's something that I have to live with. Jay Silva, he fought Chris Living. He went 3 rounds with Chris Living. I fought three fighters. They have beat Chris Living. Even George also beat Chris Living. And they say, oh, Jay Dawson is nothing. Yeah, but Jay Dawson beat Chris Living. So they always criticize me. So I can't do nothing about it. Just gotta keep going and fighting and get that as a motivation for me for training a little bit harder.
Do you feel that in this fight it needs to be a fast finish? Well, do you feel that you need to go in there and make a statement? Because you are, the heavy favorite to win this fight.
Yeah. Even that I'm not even fighting in my way, I still, a heavy favorite. I don't feel like I have to KO him or anything like that. I gotta go to win the fight. If I get the KO, I'm happy. But if I don't get the KO, I still gotta be happy because for me it's just a win. Win is what matters. I mean, it looks easy when I fight, but it's not easy to fight and kill a guy in a few seconds. Otherwise, everybody will do that. How many fighters can do that? Not many, right? So I'm happy just to get the win. If the KO happens. But if you don't, I'm just still happy anyway.
The current Bellator tournament in the middleweight division that's going on right now, Alexander Shlemenko and Vitor Vienna are the 2 finalists. Who do you think wins that fight?
Yeah, I think Shlemenko's got to win. He's got a better stand-up and a lot more fights. We'll see what happens. But I believe that Shlemenko is the one who's got to pull out the win, which pretty happy with that because I can just kind of beat in the game. So he's been talking a lot of shit. I'm not really happy about that.
What would you like to do differently the next time around with Shlemenko if he is victorious? What are some things that you feel that you didn't do, and what are some things that you feel that you can improve upon?
Well, I hope that, next time that I'm fighting, I gotta be 100%, because last time that I fought, I was 100%, and the weather changed here, kind of like it happened at the same time right now, November sort of thing, and when the weather changed here in Florida, everybody gets sick, so everybody at the gym gets sick, and the flu, everybody gets the flu around, and everybody. So at this time of the year in Florida, almost everybody gets sick because it changed the weather from summer to winter, and a lot of people get sick out. And that's what happened last time. That everybody was sick, and I got the flu, and I was in bed, and I was vomiting and stuff like that. And I still get in the fight, and I still going and performing. I hope this time, I'll be 100%, keep it 100%, and let's see what's gonna happen. I believe that I gotta beat him easier this time.
Would you be open to competing at 205, like let's say a super fight with Christian and Pumbu, or in a tournament, because you have a history at 205? Would you consider maybe moving to 205?
I'm a small wanted to fight. I had no desire at all to go 205 at all. I may want to fight easy, and I had no desire at all to go to 105. So that's even come across my mind yet. Actually, I'm very, very, very short. I shouldn't be fighting at 155.
The fight coming up against Trevor Prengley is a 195 catch weight. What is your walk around weight? I'm just curious. Now that we're on the topic of weights.
Yeah, I walk around 200, but it's hard for me to carry to 195 because I'm very muscly, so I have no fat. So 15 pounds for me is like very hard. You know what I mean? So
right.
For this fight, I only have to cut 5 pounds, so it won't be a problem. But when I fight 185, it's hard for me because I'm all muscle. I don't have fat on me, so it takes a lot out of me. A lot of people say I could have fight 170, but it's no way that I can fight 170 because it's hard for me to cut 15 pounds. Now, I know a lot of fighters they cut 30 pounds, 40 pounds, but I can't do that.
I'm curious, your nickname, it was Shango, now it's Lightning. How did you get these nicknames, and why have you decided to go from Shango to Lightning?
Yeah, Shango is kind of like the old style, kind of like God of Thunder, and I become very religious, so it's only one God to me, and we can't be a God of Thunder, so I decided just to put a lightning and remove any other name you have to do with religion. It's only one God, so that's what I decided to change my name.
When Nate Marquardt was released from the UFC, you were pretty vocal about wanting to fight him. Do you still want that fight? Because I don't really know what his contract situation is with Bama. I don't know if he's exclusive, non-exclusive, whatever. Are you still pretty set on maybe getting a match with Nate Marquardt?
Yeah, I really want to get that fight happen. I know I can move with us and get the collision that I deserve. Now, so he's got to fight up in Bama against the Bama. He didn't took the fight here with me, making any kind of excuses. So, what else I can tell you? What else I can say?
Recently, Bjorn Rebney came out and said that the only guy that he feels could beat you was Anderson Silva. Did you feel kind of insulted, shocked by those comments?
Yeah, I feel very insulted at that time, and I still are very insulted because I remember when Fedor was dominating the division. I remember when Fedor was winning like a huge strike win up in Japan back in the days, right? And for everybody, he was an unusual human being. It was kind of like an alien or something. Like everybody was saying that this guy would never anybody would beat him. And I remember that why at the time used to say, yeah, for me, Fedor's not the best in the world. I love Skate the best in the world. You know, so I believe like he's my boss. He should make that comment. I believe he can beat me. That's my opinion. What else I can say?
Is that something that motivates you in training? Is hearing stuff like that? Does that motivate you to get better?
I guess, I guess. I don't have any positive comment out there, so, what else I can say,
Okay.
I just gotta keep training and then forget about it.
Okay. I can...
Even my own boss saying that, somebody from another organization that beat me. What am I gonna expect?
Right. Hector, how does this fight end with Trevor Prangley?
Well, as I said before, my point is just to win, get the W, and go home. I just try to, just beating. I know I'm better than him in every single area. I'm better at wrestler, I'm faster, I'm stronger, I'm quicker. I'm better striker, I'm better wrestler, I'm better everything. So I just try to kind of go up there and put up a good show for the fans up here. And I believe like it's gonna be a really good show. Every single time they have fight here, the venue gets so it's a lot of Cubans that supporting me. As you know, Miami is a little huge population of Cuba, and pretty sure I'm gonna have a huge support. We don't need anybody else to fill out the venue, just me and a couple other guys, and expecting to have a good show.
Hector, real quick before I let you go, do you have any sponsors you'd like to thank? Anything you want to say to the fans? I want to say, if you have some things up there, say to me things. I don't have that many things, but if you have some things to my things up there, and thanks to my sponsors, Evan Last, La Barria, Glass Platinum Jury, and I just gotta keep supporting me, and thank you for interviewing me. Yeah, no problem. Hector, thank you for taking the time to talk. I really appreciate it. Good luck against Trevor Prangley at Bellator 58.
Thank you. Thank you so much.